The nation's eyes on Florida today, hoping things stay peaceful in Gainesville.
You can see here from Action Area 1, large crowds of protesters descending upon the University of Florida's campus, where white nationalist Richard Spencer wrapped up his hotly contested speech just minutes ago. Security ramped up on campus and beyond because of a state of emergency declared yesterday.
So far, we only know of one arrest. A security guard for a media organization led away in handcuffs for having a gun without proper authorization. But there's been some fighting. Let's get to our Michael Paluska on the ground with the protesters. Michael?
You know, the sheriff's office saying that Richard Spencer has left the campus, but still there are thousands of people that are still here lining the streets in front of where he spoke here at the Phillips Center, as you can see, all the way down this area. Now, there were only a few people that were in support of Richard Spencer. Most of these people are in support of him not being here on the University of Florida's campus. Now, there have been some agitators, and we'll show you that video right now. You won't hear any audio because there was so much cursing in that video, but that guy in a white shirt was wearing swastikas. He went right in the middle of these protesters against Spencer's speech here on University of Florida's campus, and they basically grabbed him and threw him out, pushed him, pulled him about 500 yards to the street and told him that he was Nazi scum and to get out of here. So there's been a lot of tensions here in pockets. It's come and gone in waves. It's the afternoon. It's extremely hot. People are thirsty. But earlier today, people were very concerned because they tried to get in to hear Spencer's speech, and they said that they were turned away because of certain things that they had on their bodies, tattoos or whatever, and they were frustrated with the fact that felt like their First Amendment was violated. Let's hear what they had to say.
How is this free speech when, like, they get to pick and choose who comes in? The fact that, like, it's a lot easier for some people to get in, and, like, it's very obvious who they want in at their event and who they don't. So, like, you can tell what their agenda is just by this.
So a lot of frustration with some of the students here on the University of Florida's campus. They felt as though the president shouldn't have given so much control on who handed out those tickets. It was basically Richard Spencer's group that handed out the tickets. They picked and chose who they wanted to come in here. So far there's been outbursts of violence, but nothing too serious. Of course, there are still people here behind us, no clue when they will leave the area. We'll be here until 6 o'clock or later if we have to. We're live here in Gainesville on University of Florida's campus. Michael Paluska, ABC Action News.
And a closer look now, all the security posted up around campus. We spotted dump trucks, heavy equipment like this too, blocking every way in or out of the venue where Spencer spoke. And check this out, security high up too, on top of a rec center across the street from the venue, keeping an eye on things up there. UF's president has spent the last several weeks urging students to avoid Spencer's rally, and he echoed that sentiment today, saying Spencer's goal is to portray white nationalists as victims and protesters as messengers of hate.
I urge our campus not to follow their game plan. Today, we have an opportunity to seize the moment, to speak loudly, to speak to the national media about our values of inclusion, our values of love, and thereby overcoming and silencing the white supremacists with their anti-American message of racism and hate.
The UF president also saying that ultimately education is the greatest threat to white nationalism.
And you have probably seen this hashtag trending on social media all day long, Together UF. It's a student-led campaign promoting tolerance and inclusivity. Some students speaking out by posting signs that say, "You are loved." You see them right there. Those were all around campus today, and entire fraternities and sororities were flying banners today with positive messages outside of their houses.